Right, it's 54 minutes past the hour of 7, and this week has been remarkable, hasn't it? There's been so many tributes paid to those who died in the arena attack 1 year on, but perhaps the most unusual, perhaps the most moving is what you would maybe call like a work of art. It was this heart with the letters MCR in the middle of it, and it wasn't drawn or painted. It was basically a picture of like a map my run kind of thing. It was a run. It was something that somebody had done 67 miles around Greater Manchester, and it was Nathan who did it, Nathan Ray, and it took him 18 hours to complete, and he joins me in the studio now. Morning, Nathan.
Morning, Chelsea.
Some of us struggled to run for the bus. I'm very good at running a bath. You ran 67 miles in one day. I notice you're wearing a jacket that's got, is it Chorlton
Runners.
Chorlton Runners. So you do run.
Yeah,
you do enjoy running.
Yeah, it's my thing, really.
It's not just something that you did out of the blue. Still, 67 miles in a day. First of all, tell me why you wanted to do it.
Well, a year ago with the bombing, and it was awful, and it was terrible having to explain to my children what happened and things. But then afterwards, the response of the city was just really amazing and inspiring. So I thought, it's a year on, let's try and capture some of that spirit of the city again, and do something which hopefully inspires people and puts a smile on their face.
So you thought about that, and then how did you get from let's do something to let's do 67 miles and let's run in the shape of a heart with the letters MCR in the middle?
Well, it kind of grew. GPS art is where you try and look at a map and find a shape or find some text or find something interesting, and then you run it to highlight it. So I originally thought, I'll find a B in the map of Manchester and run that.
Right.
And I couldn't find one anyway. I couldn't find the shape.
You couldn't make it work.
Yeah, but then on the side of the Coffee Pot Cafe on Oldham Street, there's a big painting with 22 Bs, and then there's MCR with a heart around it. So that's what
idea.
But then it got bigger and bigger when I found the letters, and it turned out to be the letters are like 3 or 4 miles high and the heart is 8 miles wide. So it kind of got away from me a bit, and it turned into a bigger project than I was expecting.
I've never heard about that. So GPRS art.
GPS art.
So you plot it and then it tells you where to run.
No, well, you just make it. You plan it out on a map, and then you go and run it, and then when you finish your run.
But what about when you're running it? Do you think, what if I've gone slightly wrong and then my heart looks like it's got a bulge in the side?
Well, yeah, I ran. If you look closely at the map, you can see places where I doubled back and I got lost on Turn Moss because I went down the wrong lane and things. But that just becomes part of the artwork, just those mistakes. But also, I could have made the heart and the letters a lot cleaner and a lot smoother, but I also wanted to stop at certain places on the run. So I visited 4 A&E units, the stadiums in the city, and of course I stopped at the arena at I was hoping to get there for 10:30 for the bells and for the things, but I was running quite late. I got there at 11:30. So
yeah, but it was very hot as well on Tuesday, so that must have been pretty tough.
Yeah, the heat slowed me down. I had some technical issues. Normally, when I run an ultramarathon, I just, you just start your Garmin and go. Yeah. Whereas this time I was sharing my position live, I was sharing posts, I was sharing on social media, and had people meeting me and running with me, and it turned out to be a lot more complicated than, just a normal ultramarathon.
But you must be overwhelmed by the response. It was trending on social media. Must be lovely for you.
Yeah, it was great, and obviously I didn't do it for the social media attention, but it's been good because it's been able to raise the profile of the charity, and I've been able to raise some money for the Northwest Air Ambulance charity as well.
Well, listen, massive congratulations. And who's this with you? Shout your name.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
This is my daughter, Sarah.
Sarah, how proud are you of Daddy?
Good.
Do you think you could run 67 miles?
No.
No. How far do you run?
Do you run a little bit?
Yeah, 5K.
5K? You're only little.
Yeah, she does Parkrun Junior and Parkrun with me sometimes.
Well done. Well, listen, very inspirational. I think we should give Daddy a bit of a round of applause, shouldn't we? Thank you very much, Nathan. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I think it was a really inspirational thing that you did, and well done, because I think it's no mean feat to run 67 miles in one day. Listen, coming up after 8 o'clock, we're going to be talking to Sally Lindsay. We're talking and commemorating 100 years.